as we last left off, Garrett and Lee were taking a knee as Lord Varliss had appeared behind Oronok. Things were getting kind of sticky as Oronok was torn apart by a very difficult decision as a PC and a player at a very difficult time, depending on what he wanted to do, because he's got plans. And now Big Monkey Wrench has been throwing these plans. And
there's no monkey wrenches. It's different paths to the end product.
Yeah, but you had this beaten path you were going down, and then there was this other path.
I had a good plan going,
but
well, you really set me up for that fall.
I know, I sure did.
So you're better than Garrett. You are the mastermind.
Beautiful, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, it was. You know it was. You're like, man, that was great. It just sucks that it involves my character. So, as we last left off, as I said, Garrett told you to turn around. And as you turn around, you see him and Lee take a knee and bow. And Varliss descends from the sky above you. Greetings, Oronok Tornheart. Gives you a deep bow.
Does he do one of these?
No.
Because that's not my name?
No. He didn't know that.
Oh, that's true.
I am Lord Varliss Silfineen. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. This guy seems very sophisticated, very well-mannered, compared to, I would probably say, 99% of the people you've met in your short lifetime right now.
I'll nod, and I'll go to shake his hand.
He'll extend his hand. You can tell this guy just has an aura of confidence and power about himself.
I like it.
You would like it. He says, so, I see you have made your decision.
Anything that leads me to my end goal, I don't care.
You don't care.
I don't care about that cult.
You don't care about that cult. Now, these words being said to kind of get towards Garrett here, you've now kind of figured out is a vampire spawn,
yeah.
Which you would assume this is a vampire. As we talked about with your mind, you know, you were under this guy's influence, but in the back of your mind is your little bitty voice. You hear him say this. Now, how you take to that?
Oh, is the real West still kind of in there?
Yeah, the real West still. Well, he is basically under the control of this vampire, and we've talked about how this is going to work.
That's fine.
But in the back of your mind,
I've already told you this would be the end.
Your little voice is, I don't know if he'd be screaming out in anger that he says that he doesn't care, that you have put trust in this guy and brought him into the fold, and now you hear these words.
Well, since I've touched the dark undead side, and I am undead now, I don't think I'd really care. Turn you a little bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit. But as he descends and he makes his bow and they shake hands, you can feel the heat in your body. You feel, it's like you can smell the blood coming off Oronok and Lee.
Oh no.
You feel the pulse of their veins. You haven't been this spawn this long, and this is a very new feeling to you. And but something keeps you in check. Something keeps you from going out of control. As you can, I mean, you sit here, you've talked to him, and you see the confusion and the, almost in a sense of like desperation, like he doesn't know what he's doing, he's perspirating, and his heart's pumping, you feel all that, but there's something there that keeps you from going out of control. You take your knee, Lee's got a knee, they shake hands. You stay on one knee, as does Lee. And so, this power you seek, since we have struck a deal, would you care to tell me what it is?
Sure. I will.
No, just lay it out there.
All right.
Almost like a recap.
All right, we'll go through this
because it's been a while.
It has. Usually we start when
Whatever,
when I
however
wake up.
you want to tell it is completely up to you.
All right. What's it been? 4 or 5 months now.
It's been about 5 months.
Okay.
Somewhere for maybe 4. So it's in there.
I'll tell him 5 months, maybe a little longer or so. My eyes opened for the first time ever. I was in a cave. I was able to see. I grabbed what little was in there. There was a little simple weapon, a spear, and some rags. Threw them one, and I was out on my own. Didn't know who I was. Didn't know anything about myself. I was attacked a few times. I attacked people a few times. One of the first times I was ever attacked, I burned him to death with this power I have inside of me. I ended up here. I took a job. I kept honing my skills, started learning about different things, kind of the... Oh, I thought you...
Oh, no, I was just
I started learning about true wants of power. Started learning about death and how what I thought could not escape. It was the ultimate power. And then I figured out that people can. I started becoming very interested in that. That interest brought me to... God, I'm starting looking up these names now.
No, that's what I said. You tried quite a bit. Go on.
Not Jocko. Croat?
Wolf Croat. He knows Wolf's Croat.
Oh, no, not Croat. God, I'm sorry.
I'm talking about Grawl.
Grawl, yeah. I had that wrote down somewhere. Took me to Grawl. He kind of set me off in the right direction. I was really lost in myself. I didn't know what I was. He kind of did some... He tried to figure out what I was. He did a few spells on me. In my trance or coma or whatever he put me in, I guess exploded with power, blew him across the lab that he was in. Came to, he kind of explained some things to me. I have deep necromantic powers within me, along with some, oh shit, what was it? Transmutation, wasn't it? Yeah, along with some transmutation. Oh yeah, because I'm different than what I really am. Some transmutation. I found out that there's other people like me that just woke up. And I found out whenever they die, whenever I can take their life, I can take part of their power in it. And it makes me stronger. Well, I told that to Grawl, and he told me a story of a person that studied a long time ago at the Maximus College in Varliss. And he was doing things like creating life. He was creating altered bodies and putting people inside them. But he also told me that person died over a century ago. So if I'm involved in that, then I don't know how long I've been sitting here. I don't know how long I've been asleep. That guy he was an elf and his name is Varliss Silfineen. That's the only thing that I haven't been able to go to the Maximus College yet. And really, right now, besides trying to take over the city, that's my biggest goal. Is I want to find all these people that are like me, and my best guess is there's going to be 9 in all people that are like me. I'm one. I know 2 are dead.
These are people I presume that you have killed yourself. You can tell he's very curious, very intrigued by what you have told him.
One is one. Well, I had to kill 2 to take the one's life, but I found one dead at the bottom of a cliff. That was the first one. That's what led me to realize that I need to take their lives. I need to have what they have. Once it's in me, once it's all in me, I will make this power united.
Now, this power that you speak of, that you seek, that you crave, how can I believe you will not turn this against me?
I want to fight for the winning team. That's all I want.
How do you know I'm the winning team? Obviously, you're turning your back on somebody that you've been with for a few months now. Turned your back on a ally's trust, and he'll point to Garrett, who is on one knee.
Garrett now also is in the ranks of something I want.
Not by choice.
Then
he'll point at Lee. That is by choice. Rise, Lee. And Lee, under his own will, stands up.
And I'll say I kind of assumed.
Now, you have made this decision. This was much easier, and I'm glad I've heard it from you than hearing it from Garrett. Now, he is, let's just say very, very loyal.
And that's exactly what I do. I kind of laugh a little bit.
You know, they say loyalty can be bought.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, if I help you achieve these goals, what can you offer me in return?
Me. To use you as use as you please. I think that once I am able to gain these powers, I'm not only working on magical. I'll kind of touch my spear. I'm working on martial also. I'm trying to hone both.
I'm not a man who looks for dominance to put one under my own will. As you can see, I have no issue with such a thing. But I need to know what value you bring to me without me showing force. What value are you to yourself through what you could bring to me?
Well, just meeting you at this moment, I don't know much of anything you actually want. I know, speaking through your spawn there, that you want the cult, or maybe just the High Father. I don't know what your intentions with the cult are, but I'm in good with the High Father.
As you hear these words spew out of your mouth, of his mouth, not your mouth, your voice in the back of your head, the real Garrett, does he seem not to care about these things? That's yours. this entire time as you're talking to him, he has a smile on his face, like he knows something that you don't know that's going on around you, and you're just not aware of it.
Honestly, how long have I been?
A day.
Day. I'm getting the feel of the whole vampire-ism. I want to say no.
Other than that, I mean, we can sit down, have a few drinks, talk over.
I shall let you know what I want. Garrett, rise. And Garrett rises. Please inform our newfound ally here, what is it that I seek?
I mean, I know from the video.
Yes, I know.
The destruction of our cult.
No, that's not true.
I don't know, but Roth.
He wants the High Fathers. The cult, he does not care about. I want the High Fathers.
All of them
alive.
or just one?
All 5. Which, I have taken care of 1. The remaining 4 is what I seek.
Well,
As for the cult, the people involved, I could care less.
what if Garrett or myself could make one of these High Fathers go missing, and we could step in under power?
If you want the cult for yourself, that is up to you.
That's not something you would want to align with your group? A merger?
You've already aligned yourself with me, so I would assume that they would already be under my allegiance as well.
Yes.
That pleases me. That's a messy situation that has been going on these streets of Report that I can begin to clean up. That's one faction out of the way.
That's what I was going to say, because I just found out last time we did this that there was others. Whenever... Oh, I'll tell him. Just hours ago, I had the High Father out of the cult in the city.
Yes, I see through Garrett's eyes. To my surprise, when I arrived, he was nowhere to be found. But this is a much more satisfying way to get what I need. Nothing like a little treachery from within to startle your foes. Yeah. Chaos! Like, chaos!
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
The wrong thing to say.
I thought it was anarchy.
No, he said chaos.
Yeah, chaos.
He was like, chaos! So, you bring to me the High Father, you bring me Roth. The cult is y'all's to do as you please. Maybe as a good token of faith. Say you let Garrett run the day-to-day dealings of the cult, and I can help you seek this power. That brings more men to our fold, more people to help you seek what you're seeking. Garrett pulls the strings, maybe comes in contact with other High Fathers.
That's what the next thing I wanted to talk to you about. I mean, with the High Fathers missing, we have to have a reason they went missing, or it's going to look like an inside job, which it's going to be. And we're going to have other sects sects.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I know what it sounded like, but I
Yeah.
knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Maybe all the baby was gone.
Yeah. That could maybe want to find out what happened.
Garrett? What reason could we give the rest of your people to believe that Roth is gone.
His health has been deteriorating
I noticed that.
exponentially. He could have died of natural causes
I don't.
or feel very ill.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna die of natural causes. I don't think he's very natural. He explained the length of time he's been in command to me.
Yeah, 80 years.
So, as a token of good faith, you bring me Roth, and I shall satisfy your curiosity a little towards what you're looking for.
Where do you want him?
My manor. Actually has a manor here in town. You would not know of it, and neither would you because you don't know this man exists. But give me your map.
But I would know now since he's in
You wouldn't know.
contact with me.
The Silfineen Manor is located right here, this building.
Okay.
That is where he runs the Eye of the Arcane.
Now let me ask you another question.
Feel free to ask all the questions you want.
Are you interested in taking the city? Is that something that you want? I see your men on the streets. Openly, very openly.
No. The city does not interest me at all. Does it interest you?
Yes, it has for a long time.
So you're saying you want to take control of the city?
I've befriended somebody. He's become very close to me. Shit, wasn't it?
Keyhand.
Yeah,
Saul?
Saul. Yeah,
Why
I
did you
can't.
forget that?
I don't know.
Better call Saul.
Yeah, I'll say Saul from the newly opened bar.
Kind of rolls his eyes. Really? You know, that man has failed himself numerous times. Which is why Cromarchy runs the city. Your choice of allies are your own. But if the man has failed numerous occasions, I see no reason to ally myself with him. But if he's your ally and you can prove yourself to me, he will be my ally.
I will. I think that while, yes, as you said, you can buy loyalty, but all it takes is somebody else coming along with a bigger coin purse and their loyalty's gone. And I think that's something really big that happened to Saul.
He laughs. There are other ways of commanding one's
yes.
loyalty
Yes, there are.
correctly.
True, my lord.
So, you being me Roth, time is not a factor. And in return, Garrett takes the colt, and I will begin to help you.
Does Roth know about you?
Oh, yes. Roth knows who I am.
Does he know that that's
Almost
your manor?
intimately. Oh, yes.
That's,
He knows of me.
that's going to be a lot harder to get him to your manor.
But knowing where Roth's location is, I do not know. But once Garrett enters it, I will. Now, I could extract this information from him at any time. I honestly try to get him to cooperate. But where's the fun in that?
You want to go with me?
Don't tempt him.
I'll show you.
Yeah, but I know the secret way in.
Yeah, there's only one person that knows his way in. Well, no, he knows his way in too now.
Yeah, he
Because
probably
he's been in
memorized.
there plenty of times by himself.
Yep.
He probably
I
memorized.
know where the secret wall is and all that.
No, you need to prove yourself to me.
Okay.
And maybe in due time, Garrett will prove himself to me as well. Maybe trust can be played there.
Okay. Well, I'll start putting together a plan to get him to come with me.
And then P. Diddy plays in my head.
Yeah.
Tells you, do not fail me in this.
I don't plan on it.
And, he'll extend his hand one more time.
I'll shake it.
Drop a knee.
Dropping the knee.
Lee drops a knee. And, he flies up into the dark sky and evaporates into a misty cloud. Becomes one with the mist and shadows around you.
God, I wanted to walk up in there and just watch him rain hell on people.
Well, we don't need to destroy the cult. We just need to.
You just said it'd be part of his army, so why would he go?
Gaseous form. I go in, visit.
Gaseous form. Got some gaseous form going on.
Like
Walk
some
in.
auto kill.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's a whole new challenge. I barely got him to go to the graveyard.
I'm willing to bet he knows I'm changed.
That's the thing. I mean, he's got to continue to trust me, and I mean, trust me a lot.
And if I know him like I think I know him, he probably offered you the coat.
He did.
so now you need a plan. You've already met with him, and Lee, who's really screwing some crap up by not being here. What the plan was to enter the cult. Lee was supposed to bring a willing sacrifice, something you know how this works yourself. You've done it before. You've been there. So you have that approach. How are you going to go with that, or are you wanting to make a different plan?
What do you mean? For him to find a sacrifice?
Mm-hmm. I mean, is that going to be your way in? Or are you still going to roll with that, or?
Last I heard, he wanted to go to the slums and
Yeah, you're right outside Lumbertown right now.
yeah,
Get one of his old buddies.
yeah, just kind of get somebody that just say, you know, I grew up the same way you did, and this and that, and look at me now, and this and that.
This group helped me.
Okay.
But I don't know any of his bluff or intimidates or anything. I don't know anything like
Oh,
that.
I've got to take care of more of that. What I'm saying is, are you still wanting to go this route, or are you wanting to do something different?
No, I think we need to carry on as is right now with the High Father. He needs to trust. If he thinks you've changed, he needs to at least trust me.
Yeah.
He needs to.
All right. So, going in the route of the sacrifice for Lee. So, you enter Lovertown, and it's already late. There is not a soul on the streets. It's like 3 in the morning. The last time you guys were in Lovertown with the whole Rot Gut Ripper incident, when you actually done this yourself,
Yep.
it was a little earlier. But there has been a lot that's escalated within Riddleport.
Yeah, it's getting more frequent.
Yes, in the months that's happened, so people aren't staying out as late. the only people you're going to find are patrols of guards that actually guard Lovertown, which you realize is not the gentlemen at arms that stay in Riddleport.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of like governed itself in a sense.
Yeah.
Cromartie has really nothing to do. Now, he will tax them because they are outside the city's wall, but he doesn't see in putting any protection, real protection. He'll supply their garrison, but other than sending his own men that he hires, he'll do no such thing. So, you walk in the streets of Lovertown, like I said, you'll see these guys, and they're like groups of 3 or 4. That's about the only people you're going to see.
Man, I have, and that's the thing, I don't know what his idea would be at all.
Well, Lee, here's the thing with Lee right now. Lee has went through a change.
Uh-huh.
Bluffing is not something I would see that would work. It was going to work in his favor.
Okay.
Skill, I mean, he is not going to be the type of person to try to talk somebody into doing something anymore. With what he's went through, so
intimidate and be
intimidate is something he would do. He wouldn't bluff, and that's not really going to get you willingly.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Unless you use intimidate as not scaring them, but using intimidate to tell a scary story that scares them.
That would willingly let someone go with you.
Yeah,
yes.
you know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of what I did, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also had something that just happened to do that.
I did. I mean, I had a big bonus on
and
that.
you don't have anything right now that would push that forward any.
Yeah.
Now, one of you could do it for him. He just has to bring in the person that's willing.
Oh, I could hook them and then they could.
Yeah,
he could bring them in.
But like I said, the only people you're seeing walk around Lovertown is these men from their own personal garrison who all seem to be giving you the stink eye as you're walking around. Because you're the only people walking around town this late at night.
I wonder. Oh, baby. All right. Hear me out. I go to the whorehouse.
In Riddleport?
Yes.
The Silkenville?
Yes. I'm dressed like a pimp. I give off the appearance of money.
You do.
I mean, is it willing if I'm if you want to make a little something, something, that's her coming with me, right? Because she's willing to come, even though she thinks it's going to be a monetary thing. I mean, what's your judgment on that?
Well, it's willing to get her to go. Once you go outside the walls, things will turn a little bit difficult there.
That's right. I just live out there.
Going to a secluded.
Yeah, no one lives outside the walks up to Lovertown.
I do. Look at me. I'm dressed. Look how I'm dressed. I got a really nice place. It's guarded by magical spells. People can't find me.
The problem is getting someone from Riddleport that knows Riddleport to go up a mountain path knowing that there's nothing up there. Because there's only 2 ways in Riddleport, and that's through Lovertown or through the docks. Otherwise, it's mountains on each side. Except for the path through the mountains. Oh, you've already moved the map, yeah. Here, but then she knows that you're taking her to Where-At territory. So, that is difficult in itself to do.
Our best bet is try to get either an adventurer.
I was thinking about Skull Smash.
Or a merchant.
Or Skull Shatter.
Oh,
she met me before.
Oh, it's true. But it's finding her at
I know
3 in the morning. So, you're wanting maybe an adventurer.
Adventurer, merchant, somebody visiting the city.
I mean, yeah, we've got to.
But it's still 3 in the morning, and like I said, Riverport's not a lot different from Lumbertown.
And it has to be done tonight before the sunrise, right?
Yeah, because that's what he wanted.
You find
He agreed to that.
You find the shortest, ugliest dwarf you've ever seen in the corner.
So you're talking like a whore from the Silken Veil. You're talking like an adventurer, someone that you might find out and about. I mean, because most of your taverns are already closed by now. And like I said, and just kind of like Lumbertown. I mean, I'm not saying that you wouldn't find anybody. You just gotta check the right spot. And Riverport's a lot bigger than Lumbertown.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know this town very well.
You've been around to know it.
Yeah.
But not to where you might find somebody automatically.
Exactly. And we have to find somebody that
You
we
got
can
3
give.
hours, and it has to be done before morning.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happens if you don't fulfill the.
Oh, it's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I did. So.
Nobody's ever failed it. I know of.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my character.
It is going there. And you both were with him, and he both tasked you with doing it for him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like he tasked him with doing it with you because he brought him in. And now you guys want to bring, you're wanting to bring him in, so he's tasked you guys with doing it.
Lovely High Father. Would you say I know the city pretty well?
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles. Go to the. I would think we're to go for the possibility of getting somebody, wherever that be.
I don't speak it. Oh, I don't either. It was orc. Dwarven accent.
Say we go there and
Go where?
Docks may still be going.
maybe.
It is a shipping town. You do a lot of stuff in and out of the docks.
Try the docks.
I mean, the thing is, we go to the docks, we gotta find somebody that we can tempt with something that they're gonna. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We can't walk up to a guy and just be like, "Hey, come with us." We gotta have reasons.
Yeah. We can try it.
So, heading towards the docks. Now, you're talking about a 20-minute walk here, so it's 20 minutes you're losing. Because you gotta think you're going from the top of town to the bottom of town.
Yeah.
So, you head towards the docks. The docks always are teeming with activity
Is
because
this a big bridge?
that's an arch. It's teeming with life because there's always people coming in, porting out. Plenty of people here. You know this is the most busiest area of town.
Damn, that was weird. Bless you, I think? I don't even know.
That sounds like I say konnichiwa.
Yeah.
You know this would probably be your best bet. Find somebody. Good, like I said, see ships unloading, loading, and you're sitting here debating on what to do, how to approach this.
We've got to come up with a story.
In your mind, you hear Varliss speaking to you. He says, "Calm yourself." He tells you, "As I've easily influenced you, you can force your influence onto others." Tells you just simply walk to someone, stare into their eyes, and demand they come with you.
Alright.
Go visit Crow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work.
So, walk up, And then, like I said, there might be a dockhand for the wharf master, whatever you're gonna call him, kind of taking notes on people that's coming in and filling out stuff. Approach you,
Sure.
and he'll ask, "Hello, sir. How may I help you?"
Take him.
And you feel this small source of power. Try this.
I know that the next time you do the thing, I'm going to blow my nose.
I'm starting to say, we got a box of tissues over there.
Yeah.
If you need them. There was 2 over there. Until I ended one of them.
Yeah. He
I'll do the stare in the face.
you kind of feel it. He's kind of walking you through it. He's like, just talk to them. Keep their gaze. Let your influence wash over them.
You want to come with me, don't you,
What do you say to them?
Mr. Purple? Or
Oh, yeah. From
What are you saying to him?
busy night tonight?
He says, very, very much.
That's good. It's been a while since I had to do this. Actually talk. Anything good coming through, or any good exports?
He's kind of looking at you, Craig, like suspiciously.
yeah, now you're going to rob the place.
No.
Yeah, like your typical goods.
Is he a human?
Yeah, we'll say he's human.
If he was an orc, I was going to say, I was going to ask if the current shipper came.
I was just inquiring for my friend here. He, as you can see, he likes to dress up nicely, and I was hoping we could get a jump on some wares that he might be able to purchase.
He begins to look through his list.
I kind of catch you off guard there.
Tells you nothing that would be of interest to a man with apparently such fine taste. In your mind, you hear Varliss tell you, take him. You can hear this man's blood rush through his veins.
Do it.
You can smell him.
Just make
You
love
feel
to
this.
him, Wes.
You
Just
feel
do
this.
it.
This
You hear his heartbeat.
urge to feed on him.
You hear his heartbeat.
To
You hear it
drain
clicking.
him of
He
his
does.
life. He does.
He's a vampire.
Yeah.
He's a vampire spawn.
Things have changed.
Things have changed since you've been gone.
Oh yeah, what's my guy?
He tells you, take him.
He's a dwarf,
Demand
No.
him.
With-
Ask him.
like a leathery kind of skin on top of him.
Have orchestra
It
shit?
is.
Oh,
Would you
Fine,
come with
Mike.
me and show me where those wares are?
What is your wisdom? A what?
18.
No, so it's a 4? 10. Spell.
got Hulk hands on
Okay, so it is.
Except I can't punch anything.
He's got an 11.
Don't know how
You gain
many
dominate
stars.
person once a day.
What do they
He says,
No.
yes, I will gladly
I
accompany
keep
you.
pulling
But it goes the whole palm.
No, I'm not.
You can basically, you're inside this man's mind, and
It's in here. It's
you
not
feel the
over
comfort
They
he
cut
feels
everything this
being
way and
around
fix the
you,
rear.
that he's willing to do whatever you ask him.
Good job stitching.
Would you accompany us?
Yes, where to?
Just follow.
You see this man all of a sudden, you just goes from being suspicious to completely, almost drowsy-eyed in a way, and is completely complying with everything he says.
Oh yeah.
And he asked him to please accompany you guys, and he agrees.